All right, we are live. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's had a great week. Welcome to Adventures with Danno. It has been quite an adventurous week. Well, hello, Braden. Hey, Danno. I just wanted to hop on here and say hi. I really like yours and Jess's videos. You guys light up my day. Thank you guys so much. And also, those stuffed olives looked bomb. Yes, they were delicious. Thank you, Braden. I really appreciate that. I'm glad we light up your day. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, we've been keeping busy. We try to put stuff on here that we know you guys are gonna love. Put the chat out here a little bit so I can see you guys better. There we are. There's Jess. Thanks for chiming in, Braden. We really appreciate it. Glad we brightened your day some. You guys brighten our day. We're almost at 530 subscribers. Can't believe it. If you guys haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe down below. You guys know we do all kinds of fun stuff. Ashley's coming to Kings Island next month. That's awesome. Yeah, let us know. Let us know when you head up there. Or around about what day. We've had a lot of stuff going on. I've kind of been switching in between camera gear and stuff like that. And we got some new camera tools. You guys know I got my new phone, which is awesome. Got the Motorola G Stylus 2021. It's got all kinds of awesome little vlogging cameras on there. I'll talk about that here in a minute. Hey, Holly. How are you? Hello, my uncle has cancer somewhere in lungs. I'm so worried. Love your channel. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you know, that really stinks. Well, we will keep him in our prayers. Cam Nation. Hey, Danno. Hey, Cam. Nice to have you on, buddy. Jess says, oh no, Holly, sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's terrible news. Cancer, I'll tell you what, it's something that just, you would think after all the years that we've been going through cancer, we can come up with a vaccine for coronavirus in a year, but we can't come up with a cancer vaccine. I know it might be a little difficult to do. I'm not really sure. I'm not a doctor, but I don't know. Science should be a little further ahead, if you ask me. Cam says, praying for your Uncle Holly. Ashley says, I had a friend die today. Man. Oh, no. We're starting off the show here with bad news. I'm sorry to hear that, Ashley. Boy, it stinks losing a friend or a loved one. We've all been through it. It's really rough. It's hard to deal with. I'm an emotional guy, and I am very personable. I get to know people very well. You know, I'm pretty much friends with everybody I meet, and it makes it really hard, you know, because when I have a friend or even a friend of a friend who loses one, there's no kind of pain in the world. You know, I remember one saying, you know, don't fear the dead, fear the living. Or don't be sorry for the dead, be sorry for the living, because the ones living are the ones who have to deal with the anguish and the pain. Well, I was going to ask how everybody's week's been, but sounds like it's been rough for a couple of you. I'm sorry to hear that, and you guys will be in our prayers. And let us know when you go up to Kings Island, Ashley. We're trying to plan another Kings Island trip. We've had so much other stuff going on right now. We're going to try and go to the balloon show tomorrow at Coney Island. Coney Island's on the east side of Cincinnati, not the Coney Island in New York. And they have a hot air balloon lighting, which they haven't done that in a couple years, so that'll be cool. And then we've got all our fireworks that we're going to do Sunday. What is my favorite roller coaster? Wow, that's a good one. Uh, my favorite roller coaster, probably of all time, is probably the Beast at Kings Island. It's the longest wooden roller coaster in the world. Now I can't ride it anymore. if you have back problems, you can't ride that ride. But I do like Diamondback at Kings Island. I guess it depends on what. I haven't been to Cedar Point in some years, so I haven't gotten to ride like Steel Vengeance or any of those new awesome coasters that they have right now. But I'd sure like to make it up there sometime this year. We have just been really busy with a lot of stuff. We're trying to really plan. We have a lot of special events that we're going to be doing down at Disney World in Orlando, Florida in September. And I wanted to go ahead and get some camera gear that we're going to need down there to be able to do what we're going to do. And without giving too much away, it's going to be a couple pretty awesome events that we're taking part of. And yeah, I'm really not allowed to talk about it right now, so we'll just have to wait on that. But that's what we've been doing. So I've been doing a lot of transferring all information and all my different videos and clips and everything to different hard drives, and just trying to get set up for that and all our future videos. Excuse me. Got the strong stuff tonight. Got the Dunkin' Donuts. I hope everybody's having a good week. Is everybody ready for 4th of July? You guys shooting off fireworks? I know we are. Kicking It Country Vlogs. What's up, buddy? I know you're probably going to be shooting off some fireworks, huh? Need to get that on video. So last night's video, now this is where I had to kind of fix a problem, because last night's video was supposed to come out today. We filmed the firework, us watching the fireworks, the Magic Kingdom fireworks. Just came back last night, and the video uploaded as fast as I put it out there before I could even edit it or anything. I don't know what happened, but I had to go through my computer and find out. So if you got that notification at like 11 o'clock last night that the video came out, I left it out because it got like 30 views in like 10 minutes. So I was like, well, it's too late to change anything now. But yeah, I was up till probably 1 or 2 in the morning trying to figure out what happened, because I can't have videos come out at midnight. So you guys got any special plans for this weekend? I know we bought a lot of fireworks. It's going to be a blast. And I got a new camera, so we will definitely be able to get, hopefully, a better night. I needed something that was going to be able to pick up night vision. Not night vision, but, like something better in a really low light area. That's why I was testing it yesterday. If you guys saw yesterday's video, I was basically just testing how it did in the dark, how it did outside. It's really nice having a wide angle lens. Hey, Shar. How are you? Mr. Furman Family Adventures, going to fight the crowds at Kings Island. Are you going tomorrow, Dave? Just says, sorry, hopped off. Dad wanted you to know all the Star Wars movies that are on TV. Oh, okay. That's awesome. It's nice having Disney Plus, though. You can just, one button. Don't have to change channel. Yeah, me and Jess filmed at Kings Island last year on the 4th of July, and there was nobody there. Now, that was probably had something to do with the pandemic going on. So, yeah, that being said, and it was a Saturday. I swear, me and Jess are so lucky when we go to Kings Island. The last 3 times we've gone, well, no, I can't say that because opening day was crazy. I went with my brother and his family. A few weeks ago, I did a video on it. Let's see, me and Jess have been there twice when there was no crowd. Absolutely, everything was a walk on. I went with my brother. Everything was a walk on. Now, mind you, it was kind of rainy, but didn't rain all day, so we were able to ride a lot of stuff. Um, but I couldn't believe last year, 4th of July, we were at Kings Island, and it was a Saturday, and there was nobody there. Everything was a walk on. That was that was maybe my 15th to 20th video. And actually, that was the one video when I first started realizing, like, hey, you know what? This don't look too bad. Holly says, have guys ride the old cars at Kings Island? Yes, we have. We love it. It's not as big, though. I was hoping when they brought it back, it would be the same length, because I thought, well, yeah, that's, because I was a little weary. I thought maybe they were going to put in something different there. I love the cars, but yeah, it'd be nice if it was a lot longer. It's real short. Kicking It Country Vlog says, we have a shindig and a half. It's just after the 4th. Everyone has their own plans during the 4th, so we are doing ours afterwards. Yeah, that's kind of how it is for us, too. I know my dad's got something going on, but we got something else going on. He called me up today, and we already have other stuff going on, and everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Just says people didn't want to wear masks then. Oh yeah, well that was another thing. Oh, and it was like 100 degrees too. I forgot about that. But yeah, nobody was wanting to wear masks. Plus, it was just becoming a thing. Dave says it wasn't open to the general public then. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Only season pass members. That did have something to do with it also. Yeah. Yeah, it was really hot, and to wear a mask in there was pretty ridiculous. To be fair, Kings Island really wasn't. I don't feel like they were ever really that strict about it. Not like Disney. I mean, they were strict. They tell you to put it on and everything, but it's like at least you could pull it down to breathe for a minute. And they did have areas that you could go to where you could take the mask off. So at least they were trying to be helpful to everybody. Kings Island's always done a pretty good job with all that stuff. I forgot where I was. So yeah, Furman Family Adventures here. I can't remember if I told you guys last week, but he got his first video up. Good job, buddy. He was at the Columbus Zoo. It's really awesome. Check it out. Subscribe to his channel. And Kicking It Country Vlogs has an awesome channel. He's just starting out too. You've been cranking out the videos lately, bud. This right here, especially for vloggers, any kind of you want to make videos and get started on YouTube. I mean, this is the weekend to do it, because there are going to be fireworks everywhere. Everybody loves watching fireworks on TV, and find a place to get a good fireworks show. Around here where we live, I mean, really, we didn't even need to buy fireworks. I mean, there's so many people, like everybody all around us, there's fireworks. Everybody has them, and they spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and we didn't spend that much, but we're definitely gonna have a nice little show for you guys. Second and third coming out this. Oh, your videos, okay, buddy? Yeah, I saw that. I like that that gimbal you got. That'll definitely help with the stabilization. Another thing too, like sometimes, don't be afraid to put it away either, because that's the thing. Like with gimbals, sometimes they're great if you're like walking and just vlogging as you're walking, but sometimes it's kind of hard to use, like if you're trying to get a good shot on something and trying to zoom in real quick and then move over here. You might want to take, you'll figure it out. It took me a little while, but you're probably better at that stuff than I am. So Holly says, I ride the old cars at Kings Island one time. Someone bumped me. Yeah. I've definitely got hit in those a couple times. I was on it one time. I think this was last year. And we pulled up to the stop sign thing, and the guy was starting to get on. The guys that come over, you go pull up to the stop sign, the guy comes over and then he hits the gas. Well, this little kid I mean, I don't even know how he was hitting the gas pedal or something. It was probably his dad. I think it was his dad that was hitting the gas. But they smash right into the back of us right as this guy's starting to get on top of the car. And the guy looks over and he's like, chill. I'm like, man, you need to be careful with that. So you definitely got to be careful when you're pulling into the docking area. Kicking It Country Vlog says, we spent about $1,000 on fireworks, sync our own music to them. Cookout, cornholes. Oh, man. Where do you live? I'm just kidding. I know where you live. Oh, that's great. Now, I have a buddy who lives in Indiana, and they do it up. I mean, they spend a fortune on fireworks. They do all this stuff. We used to go kayaking that weekend, and then we would do the fireworks, and it was just a blast. They would cook all kinds of great food. It was really great. He smokes. I think this weekend he's smoking a brisket. They're usually about this big. Man, that wind is really kicking outside. Weather around here has been crazy lately. I don't know if you guys saw. And honestly, I don't think the camera really brought it justice to the lightning storm we had the other day, because every time I would push record, it was like just after a strike. I got a couple of them in there, but it was nuts. And it was like hurricane winds everywhere. I mean, it snapped our American flag. Or, I mean, it's a dollar store American flag. We've had it for years. So, I mean, it was probably going anyway. But the wind just snapped this thing right in half. I showed you in the video how our pinwheel was going like 1,000 miles an hour. I love cornhole, man. That's one of my favorite games. Actually, my brother got me a set years ago for my bachelor party before me and Jess got married, and really awesome. He had them handmade. It's Black Sabbath cornhole boards. I just need to find people to play. Jason, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I loved your guys' video. Jason also, PFan5 has a channel. Check him out. They do all kinds of cool stuff. Yeah, that when you guys walked out onto that wooden bridge, I was waiting for you guys. I was waiting for one of you guys to fall through that thing. It did not look good. Yeah, that storm was crazy, Dave. Kicking It Country Vlogs, when you get about 4 or 5 families to pitch in, really ain't that bad. Lord knows I don't fork out that much. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, and that's how my buddy does it out. There's a bunch of guys that go out there, and they all chip in. Not the fireworks shop we went to. They go to another one, which is a little closer to them, but they get really good deals because they buy fireworks pretty much all year long. And this guy just loads them up. Like, they spend a few hundred, and he probably gives them like a few hundred. Like, they probably get like half off. Jess says we need to play Sunday with fireworks. Yes, it's going to be fun. Forget holding an umbrella in that weather. Yeah, unless you like an upside down umbrella. Hey, Jim. How you doing, man? You call that storm crazy down south? We call that 3 o'clock. Oh, cornhole. Yes. Yes, Jess, thank you. Yeah, remind me after the live show, because I'll forget. I'd forget my head if it wasn't attached. Just Tar Heels. I like Tar Heels. I've always been a fan of the college basketball, North Carolina. When I was younger, how when you're a kid, it's not really about the team as much as it is the color, the jersey that you like. I used to have a North Carolina jersey because I like the light blue, and I played basketball, and a couple of my friends were from North Carolina. Hey, Barry. How are you, buddy? That's right, man. Yeah, the bags are black and red, so it fits with the boards. The boards he had me made, the the girl who painted them and everything. It was from the Black Sabbath, uh, the Greatest Hits album. So if you know what that looks like, it's all black, and then the words Black Sabbath are in red. Looks great though. They have cornhole on ESPN. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that once or twice, like right after the World Poker Tour, which I don't know. I feel like as I get older, that stuff interests me more. Not the cornhole, but like the poker tournaments and stuff. Been watching your UFC there, Jim? Is there a fight on tonight or tomorrow? Yeah, we were watching, Jason, we were watching I guess there's a tropical storm looking like it's going to turn into a hurricane barreling right toward Florida. It's nothing yet, but they have the trajectory. I was like, because they showed it going up through Georgia. I thought of you earlier. It's be hurricane season, which I'm not looking forward to because that's always the time we go down to Florida is during hurricane season. So knock on wood. No fight this week. Jess says it is a hurricane now. Hurricane Elsa. Oh my goodness. Why would you name it Elsa? You're just asking for it. She's gonna bring the storm. Category 1 hurricane man, that must be moving fast. Because yeah, it looked like it was far off the Caribbean, unless I was just looking at a different map of it there that they were showing. That could be. Boy, you guys know it all. Jason says, yes, it's upgraded to Category 1 hurricane, undetermined projection. Just as long as it's gone by July 18th and stays away until after the 23rd. So that's what I was going to ask you, Dave. What parks are you guys going to? Are you going to just Magic Kingdom? Are you going to Epcot? I was going to message you again last night, but man, it was like midnight. I was trying to figure out. I didn't want to wake you either. But I was like, I was up till 2 in.m. Well, 1:30. I don't know, trying to figure out what was wrong with my YouTube studio. Because I went to the app, or no, I went to it on my computer here, and it showed that it was private. And then I had like 30 views for that video in 10 minutes. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, this isn't set to private. I haven't, luckily there were no copyright claims in that, because that could have been bad. But I couldn't figure out why the video had just uploaded okay, for those of you who don't know, if you're going to upload a video to YouTube, you want to run it through a processor to make sure that it, because if you have music, and this is something you might want to think about, Kicking It Country Vlogs, if you're going to do music with cornhole, and if you're going to film it and put it on YouTube, make sure you process it and run it through. Make sure you have your video set to private before you set it public. You probably know this, but because if you set it public and there's a copyright claim, well, in the future, if ever you try to get monetized, you won't be able to monetize that video. Now you can go back and you can clean it up. You can take the video down, but you don't want to do that either, because your viewers are going to see the video pop back up on there, and then they're going to watch it, and I already saw this, and they're going to click off. That hurts your audience retention rate, which is everything on YouTube. Everything on YouTube is audience retention. Remember that. The longer you get people to watch your videos, the more YouTube is going to push your stuff out there. Sometimes it's better to have a 10-minute video of something everybody's going to want to watch, rather than having a 30 or 40-minute video that's just going to kind of, if you're not changing it up constantly, it's hard to keep people's attention for that long. I try to keep my videos, during the week, I try to keep them smaller. And then on the weekend, I try to expand a little bit more. One, because I don't have to work my regular job. Makes it a little easier. Hey, Jeff, give Tootsie a good scratch for me. Just stopping by to say hello. Still packing for the beach in the morning. Oh, that's awesome, man. Have fun. What beach are you going to? Um, you're not going to Myrtle Beach. And Dave says he's going to all 4 parks. Wow, that's awesome. Kicking and Country Vlogs. You have another buddy from NC now. I like them Bearcats too, though. Oh, yeah. You know what's funny? I'm not going to go too deep into this, but I didn't used to like the Bearcats. I didn't. I grew up in a Xavier family. That's right. Please don't turn off your channel. I like the Bearcats now. I still like Xavier. I grew up in a Xavier family, and that's kind of why I grew up a Xavier fan, Xavier Musketeers, which for those of you who don't know, Xavier is right down the street from Cincinnati. That is a huge rivalry. Actually, I think one of you was asking me who that we were talking about football, Bearcats football, Bearcats basketball. We call it the Crosstown Shootout, which is Xavier versus UC Bearcats. That is the biggest basketball game probably in Ohio, if you ask me. Xavier usually wins, but UC's won, I think, the last couple years. Jim says might be a category 2 by the time it hits Florida. Oh, it'll be bigger than that. If it makes its way to Florida, it's usually always a 3 or higher. It depends on which way it goes too. If it comes in like curdles around and comes in off the Gulf and comes out that way, yeah, you category. It's never good. However, if it scoots off the Atlantic side, yeah, it might not be as bad. It might just go back out to sea. Too hard to tell. I don't know how they can even guess that. Dave Furman says, yeah, that was weird. I got notified that a new video was posted by you at like 11:30. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I went back, checked my settings. Everything was set to private. And yeah, I don't know. So hopefully that's one thing. Like so what I should have done, what I didn't do, is when I was uploading the video, check the video on your studio platform on your laptop or desktop. Don't use your app because the app can only do so much. And then you'll want to make sure that it's set to private as the video is uploading. And that's the only thing I can think of that happened is maybe I accidentally hit a button and put it to public. That's the only thing that could happen. Jeff says, I got music in one of mine and they haven't flagged me. And most of the time it won't. Yeah, I have a ton of music in my videos. You know, most of the time it doesn't do it. Most of the time you don't get in trouble for it. Some songs you don't get in trouble for it because either YouTube has already paid rights for that music and it might be in the YouTube audio library for all you know. And it makes it like tricky because like a lot of the songs too, like one of the popular ones is Epidemic Sound, right? Epidemic Sound is one of the real popular up and coming music channels that you can buy. I think it's like $10 a month. But what's great about it is it's all copyright free. Now, when they say copyright free, you still have to make sure that YouTube doesn't have anything with it, which most of it isn't, but you still have to run it through that process. And that could take, an hour or 2 hours. Holly says, do you miss the cicadas? Not at all. Not at all. I'm glad. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I love cicadas. I think they're fun to, do videos on. They're fun to interview. Ralph, he had a great time. Here in the next 17 years, I'll be interviewing his son, Ralph Jr. Now, sometimes I do. I don't miss the noise. The noise got really annoying after a while, especially because we had so many of them. I mean, there were I don't millions maybe. I don't know, but it was crazy. I'm probably gonna do eventually. I'm gonna do a follow-up video because I've learned a lot of things about cicadas and how they not breed, how they live in the ground for 17 years. Some stuff about how, like, you'll see, like, if you're in a heavily cicada area, you'll notice that there are thousands of little branches that are dead. They're not alive, they're completely dead. And the reason for that is for them mating, and the babies get onto the branch and they're actually eating away at the branch, and there'll be thousands of them laying in a yard. I was looking outside here the other day, and there are little thousands of little branches. But I've got some pretty cool information on them. Might do a video. Kicking a country flaw says did not know that, so go private then public. I do just to make sure that I don't have any copyright claims. That's the only reason. Also, if you set up a time beforehand, like if you schedule it, say, like, okay, my videos have been coming out every day at 8:30 in the morning Eastern time. I do that because that way, if you get up early, or if people who work night shift or something, that way the video can flow all day long. You can watch it when you get home. At least you'll get that notification in the morning knowing that I got a new video out. I put them out at 8:30 in the morning every day. So I schedule it. Now, when you schedule it, it's going to be set to private until it comes out. But you do want to check your settings to make sure that you're setting it to private before you schedule it. Otherwise, it just goes public like that. I don't know. I was checking to make sure YouTube didn't change. They change their terms of service all the time, pretty much once every month. And they'll tweak things. You'll get an update, and then things will change, and then you'll have to look at, you have to check your settings to make sure they didn't mess that up. Kind of like Facebook or anything else. The problem is that YouTube doesn't really give you any warning. They just do it. And that's, I mean, they have the right. It's their platform, but I don't know. Just says, no way, Holly. Glad them things are gone. Dave says, yeah, thanks to you, have PFAM 5. Gonna break the long videos up into 2 or more. Thanks to you, have PFAM 5. Gonna break the long videos up into 2 or more. Yeah, just don't have. Yeah. 47-minute video. I mean, I watched it, Dave, and I loved it. I loved it because I'm loving that you guys are getting your channel started, and it's really Columbus Zoo looks awesome. I mean, they've got rides. They got that Jurassic Park ride thing you guys were on. That looked really cool. I want to go up there just for that. But I know that for myself, like, if I can't watch 47 minutes of a video of myself, I can't expect any of you guys to. And that's why I started realizing, like, if I have a 50-minute video. Okay, here's an example. A lot of our Disney videos, when we went down in December, they were over an hour long. They were actually like 2.5, 3 hours long. And I was like, well, I can't put this out here. I don't even know if YouTube will let me put this out here. So I had to break it down. I broke it down into parts. I had a 20-minute video, like an 18-minute video, and then another 20-minute video of one day at Magic Kingdom. And it was, I'm learning from my mistakes. I filmed things that I probably shouldn't have put out here. A lot of stuff that just didn't flow right or wasn't interesting to me anyway. I mean, a lot of people liked it, but Jeff and Tootsie Tootsie is not with me. She is in the home. I'm going to Morella Inlet, South Carolina. Okay. Well, that should be nice. The weather's been great too, man. You have a good time. Dave Furman says, unsubscribing now. Okay, go ahead, buddy. Holly says, I hate the cicadas. I am glad they're gone too. Yeah. No, I'm glad they're gone, mostly for the noise. I liked doing videos on them. It was a lot of fun. Got a good response from them videos too. A lot of people were searching up cicadas. It was something that I knew that, well, we're going to be here in the millions of them. It's something that's trending. I might as well do some videos on them. Kidding, country laws. All right, man, got to go. Jump in the lake. Oh, man, that sounds like fun. Drink one for me, buddy. Jason says, that's cool. Furman Family Adventures. Jeff says, boarding her? LOL. You got somebody to watch her, I guess. Kicking the Country Vlogs. Be safe, everyone. Catch y'all next time. God bless. Have a great weekend, man. Have a great 4th of July. Be safe. Be safe. Jeff says, I already missed my fur baby. She is a cute little dog, man. She really is. I bet you are. Dave says, have a good weekend, Mr. Country Vlog. Kathy, how are you? Kathy McAllister, good to see you. Hi to Jeff and Tootsie. Dave says, I noticed you were doing good for about 6-second clips with copyright music. I watched a Disney YouTuber write Little Mermaid, and they broke the video up in 6-second segments. I can tell you right now, Dave, that does not matter at all. That is all. I've come to the conclusion that doesn't matter. If the algorithm thing is pulsing and it catches something, it's going to take it out no matter if it's a second, because that's happened to me. That's how I know it doesn't matter. 6-second clips. Me and Jess thought forever. We were looking it up on YouTube. Like everybody was saying, oh no, you can have up to a 30-second clip, right? So I had a 15-second clip on the Little Mermaid blocked. Like it didn't even hesitate. It was like Little Mermaid, 14 point something seconds. I had to cut out that whole piece, yet I was able to have a lot of other pieces in it. I just had to cut out that one part. So it doesn't matter. Clips, none of that. That's all. Anything you hear people say on YouTube, it doesn't matter. Now, it could have been that a while back. It could have been that way a while back to where you could have like up to 30 seconds or something, but that is not the way it is now. Trust me. That happened to me at Kings Island too during the in fireworks. I had one 4-second clip. I'm always, when I'm doing fireworks and there's like I know it's going to get a copyright claim, I'm doing this on the record. I'm just skipping and hoping that nothing pops up, but it does. Kathy says, want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July. You too. You guys be safe. Have fun. Hopefully everybody's getting their grills out. If you're going to shoot fireworks, just be safe. But you know what? This is a weekend to celebrate not only our independence, but with this virus and everything else coming to an end. You know, let's knock it out of the park here. Let's have fun. Blast things off into the sky. I'm excited. Sorry, I was having a moment. I'm just thinking of blowing up fireworks. Jim says, when I was a kid, I used to pull their front legs apart and their head would pop off in the air. Yeah, it still works. I did not do that, though. But yeah, that's... I did the same thing when I was a kid, and I'm not proud of it. I knew a girl who would eat them. She would straight eat them. We'd give her $5, boom, she would just eat it. I'm like, wow. Like, and you would want to give her $5 because it's like, I can't, like, that's crazy. Let me go get a camera and I can give you another $5. Jeff says, have a happy 4th of July and be safe. I'm going to head over to vacation station. We will talk again to buddy. Yep. Have a good one, man. I'll probably stop over there here later. Barry says, Kathy McAllister, thank you, and you too. Hey, Brittany, how are you? Just says, what up, BB? Jackson. Hi, Jackson. Steve White, how are you, bud? Just checking in. How's it going? It's going great. Talking about fireworks. Talking about all kinds of fun stuff. You going to be shooting off some fireworks this weekend? Gonna be doing anything cool? Big grill out? Just says, hi, Steve. Brittany says, hey, Gigi. What are you doing right now? Just watching Dan. I tried to get her in here, Jackson. She's moderating in the TV room, playing Animal Crossing and eating all of my Pringles. It's okay. I bought one of them big, huge things of Pringles because I knew Jess was going to want some just because I got them. I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a big one. Big one. Hopefully I'll have some left. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Danno, Jessica, and chat. Michelle's Tasty Dishes. She has a YouTube channel too. They do all kinds of fun stuff. Check them out. Lots of good stuff to eat. Jessica says, yep, just watching YouTube and TV. Yeah. Jeff says, hey, Steve. Jeff says, hey, Michelle. I am just watching YouTube on my baby's laptop. And I just saw you guys were on live. And I was like, oh, I should probably watch it. Yes, you should, buddy. See that like button you see on the tablet? See that thumbs up? Click that thumbs up button for me. We need all the likes. Everybody watching, I need likes. You know, likes, the thumbs up, it helps push it out there. The more interaction, I know I probably say this every week. I sound like a broken record, but all the interactions, subscribing, likes, even the notification bell, every little thing you do with a channel of someone that you like, whether it's comments, likes, subscriptions, all that helps put the YouTube algorithm push it out to people. The more likes you get, the more YouTube's going to say, everybody's liking this. Let's help push it out there so more people see it. And I thank you all who just liked. I see we got a bunch there. Are you having fun, Jackson? Let's see here. Michelle says, hi there, Jeff and Tootsie. Jess says, night, Holly, praying for your uncle. Oh, I didn't even see it. Hold on. Bye, everyone. Happy 4th of July. Be safe. Have a good night. Keep my uncle in your prayers. We definitely will, Holly. You have a great night. Have a great weekend. Be safe, and we will definitely do that. And your prayers are with us. Our prayers are with you. Sorry. Jess is ready for the boom boom day. Steve says, hey there, Jeff. Night, Holly, praying for your uncle. Absolutely. Sad week for Ashley. Ashley lost a friend this week, and Holly's uncle's got cancer, and you know we got a lot of things to be thankful for this weekend. We got a lot of things that we need to keep, you know, all our friends together in our thoughts and prayers and everything else. Everyone be safe. You know, that's the number one thing, especially 4th of July weekend. It can get ugly. It can get ugly out there. People need to be safe. You know, I'm not going to go over it, but, you know, I listen to some of the radio during the day, and they're talking about fatalities last year in Ohio, all the people, you know, accidents with fireworks. Like, you know what? This is why I quit watching the news. This is why I turned the news off, because it's like that's all they want to do is put that stuff in your head. You know, let's not think of the fun times everybody's having. Let's think of the one thing that you know is going to get you to turn the channel back on. You know, and it just, I don't know. Have fun, but yes, be safe. Dave says, well, gotta go figure out the gimbal and eat dinner. Well, enjoy your dinner, sir. Have a great weekend. Hopefully you have a good time at Kings Island. I'd love to go out to Kings Island this weekend, but it's just not gonna be able to fit it in. We got so much going on. Maybe next weekend. We'll see. Holly says, night, Jess. Brittany to Jackson says, yes, I'm ready to bloom day and 4th of July GG. Michelle says, Jess, y'all got some fun boom I seen. Yes, we did. How far are you from Shelton's there, Michelle? You pretty close? I mentioned you when we were heading out there. I was like, I think Michelle lives pretty close out here. We got a couple buddies that live right out that way. I used to kayak down Whitewater River every weekend. Cabrewing. Jason says, I wonder what the rule is for all the music channels where people do covers of songs. I don't know. There's a lot of different things. The only ones I pay attention to are the ones that affect the YouTube channel. That's why you don't see a lot of music in my videos. I try to sprinkle it in every now and then, but all the music that I put in my videos, I wrote on guitar. I play them on guitar, so they can't take my music from me. I have copyright on my music, so they can't do nothing about that. I mean, they could try. They could say, well, you can't play it no more. Okay, but you can't fault me for playing my own music. Nobody's written this. I've actually run it through several processors just to make sure. And I own the copyright for that song in the beginning, the song I wrote for the channel, which is actually like 3 minutes long. I've just edited it out different parts so that it fits with the videos and stuff. But yeah, I actually own the copyright rights to that. Jeff and Tootsie say hello or to Michelle. Sorry, I know I'm a little behind, guys, trying to catch up. I'll quit blabbering for a minute. Holly says, but Dave says, also exciting news. I have to tell you and Jessica once I get the green light. Well, you can't say that and then not tell us. I don't like to be on the edge of my seat. Has anybody been watching that Loki TV show on Disney Plus? Man, I tell you, like Disney is knocking it out of the park with that. I don't know, it's had mixed reviews, but I've always been a fan of that Loki in the Marvel movies. And the show is just odd. It's like every week leaves you at the edge of your seat. There's 2 episodes left that are coming out. The next 2 it comes out every Wednesday. And I don't know how they're going to wrap it up. I hope it doesn't leave it on too big of a cliffhanger at the end. I hate when shows do that. And anybody who's been watching Manifest, oh, yeah, we got the cancellation, the red light. That's why I told Jess. I said, you know what they're going to do? They're going to end this, right? And they're just going to say, forget it. And you know what? I really don't care because I had to wait like 2 years for that show. We rewatched the first season because we forgot everything that had. Well, Jess probably didn't, but I did. So I had to rewatch everything. And it was like 2.5 years before they decided to do another season. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get invested anymore. I'll watch it, just see what happens. But now it's like, they just canceled. They were like, we're not doing another season, which Jess seems to think that they might, that somebody else might buy it out or take it on, maybe Netflix or something. I mean, it's a popular show, but it's hard to get invested in something, that it's probably not going to come back. Like Firefly, which if Barry's still on here, he feels my pain on that one probably. Hey, he ain't on yet. Ooh, do tell, Dave. Jackson says hi. James, if you shook off the fireworks, like I said to Danno, don't blow up your fingers. Oh, yeah. So you shouldn't even talk like that. But yeah, don't blow off your fingers. You know, don't use a regular lighter, okay? Use one of them. Go to the dollar store. That's what I do. Go to the dollar store and get you one of them real long lighters so you're far away from. I've shot off, fuses before and they shoot onto your hand. Get you one of them real long ones. Just said I didn't eat a lot. Hold on. Jim says 13 watching, 15 likes. Yeah, people come and go. I'm just happy people come. I'm happy you guys are all here tonight. That's real exciting. I'm off for 3 days. It's going to be fun. We got some things coming out. We were a little upset about Taste of Cincinnati, right? Because they had been saying that Taste of Cincinnati was going to be going on this weekend. So we had actually planned to go tomorrow to Taste of Cincinnati. Come to find out today that it's not happening. And who knows how long they said it's not been happening. It hasn't been on the news. You go on the website, there's nothing really that says anything other than those dates. And then there's some kind of event calendar. It says, oh, yeah, it's still going on. And then you search a little more and it's like, no, it's not. It's like they didn't even really say that it's not going on. And Taste of Cincinnati, if you don't know, it's an area in downtown Cincinnati where a lot of different food booths set up from a lot of fancy restaurants here in Cincinnati. And for a small price, you get to try like a bunch of like the little appetizers and stuff. But I guess they're not doing it. So Coney Island it is. Holly says, thanks, everyone. Brittany says, and how do you make more videos? Oh, Jackson, I'll tell you later. It's just like Don Henley's song, Dirty Laundry was true then and just as true today. Absolutely. Absolutely, buddy. Well, I am far behind here. Sorry, I'll try to catch up. Hey, Charles. Good to see you, man. We have plans to go to Nobles on Monday. Cool. Well, you guys have fun. Yeah, that should be a good time. Never been to that one. We're going to have to check it out someday. And then he got old. Michelle says, I went to Harrison. That's where I'm. Oh, you live in Harrison? That's where most of my family live. Often we are there about 15 minutes from now. Oh, okay. Kathy says, hi, Jess. Jeff says, I can't take Tootsie because we rent a house and it's no dogs policy. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it stinks. So I guess you're just there for the weekend, though, right? Jess says, hi, Kathy. Barry says, Jeff, nice. Johnny. I was just thinking, I couldn't think of the movie with Michael Keaton. Yeah. Oh, you guys say what you want. Yes. I don't know. We got young ones probably watching, so I don't want to say any phrases, but you guys probably know what I'm thinking. Every word that guy says. I haven't seen Johnny Dangerously in a long time. I'm going to have to rewatch that one. I don't think Jess has seen it either. If we went to Kings Island, that would be fun. Heck yeah. Yeah, we got to go, buddy. We got to go. No, I low key. I don't care. Just says. Steve says, dang, I love that movie. Yeah, I do too. Am I watching Loki? Yes. It's great, ain't it? I love it. Hey, Spaceman. Spaceman said, hey, Michelle. He says, just Loki, don't care about Loki. Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, okay, so I've told her, I was like, I'll rewatch him. You should watch this. And I think she should watch it because I don't really think you need to be a Marvel genius to enjoy that show. It's just a great show. She knows Loki's a bad guy. She knows he's an enemy of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's really all you have to know because it doesn't really follow up too much on the movies. And it's just an overall good show. Let her have it, Barry. For some reason, most of the females in my family fail to see the humor in Johnny Dangerously. I've seen it like 6 times. Yeah, it's definitely a dude. It's definitely a guy movie, no doubt. You don't see Michael Keaton in much either. We were talking about somebody else that hasn't been in a lot of movies. Michael Keaton, haven't seen him really in anything either. I know he's reprising his role as Batman in the upcoming Flash movie that they're doing with some kind of crossed universe. So I'm really interested to see that. Michael Keaton back as Batman, 80-year-old Batman. Steve says, yes, Dangerously is a classic. I've watched it many times. Yeah, I have it. I think I have it on DVD. Spaceman, tired Michelle, got a headache. Glad it's weekend. I'm off work. Man, I hear that too, Dudley. Jason says, Netflix passed on Manifest. Yeah, I forgot. I thought about Jess said that. Supposedly they are trying to negotiate a movie for closure. Don't watch, but have been reading the articles. Well, let me tell you right now, just read the articles and leave it at that. It started off as a really good show, and just like most good shows, after a while it starts turning into heroes. And it's like, man, you had like 1.5 good seasons and you did 4 other seasons of garbage. Like I loved Heroes. That first season, maybe halfway through the second season, I really liked it. And then it's like ping pong. It's like, oh, this story's this story's this. This guy's good. He's bad. He's good. He's bad. He's bad, good. It's like, I can't take it. That's a show like that. And that's what I would compare Manifest to. It's a lot like Heroes. It's like they have no idea what they're doing as far as a script goes or how they're writing it out. You know, like we're just going to go week to week, right? We have an idea and we're just going to write it out real quick and see where it goes. I don't know. Good acting is what saved Manifest. I will say there are a lot of good actors in Manifest that were given very horrible scripts. Jackson says, what are you guys talking about? Yeah, I'm glad Netflix passed on Manifest, honestly, because they ruined Designated Survivor. Boy, man, see? Just had to bring that up, didn't you, Jess? They killed that. It was like, okay, you really notice in a show, right? If anybody else hasn't watched Designated Survivor, watch the first 2 seasons. The first 2 seasons on Netflix. That show is awesome. I love Kiefer Sutherland. He is a great actor. But Netflix bought up Designated Survivor and bombed it, threw it in the toilet. It's like when you go from basically a made for TV show, right? Real proper speaking, and then you go to a hard R for a third season. There's no proper speaking, no nothing. F this, F that, nudity, all kinds of stuff. And it's like, what did you do? Like Netflix I think they wanted to buy that show so they could destroy it. It was terrible. That might actually hurt me more than Heroes. And Because Heroes, you knew each week, you knew it was going down the toilet. After the second season, it was like, why did I even start this season? Heroes was easier to get away from, I think, than Designated Survivor. We were really into that show, and then Netflix bought it up and just ruined it. Don't worry about it, Jackson. That's a TV show. Jim says, just be careful and God bless everyone this weekend. You too, buddy. Have fun. Take care of Jay. Keep him inside during the big booms. Kathy says, are you going to video your fireworks? Absolutely. Heck yeah, you know it, Kath. Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're probably going to vlog that whole day. Obviously, I'm not going to have like hours worth of stuff for a video, but we got a lot of stuff planned for Sunday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And we got probably just show the bigger fireworks because we got enough to probably last a good hour. Maybe. I don't know. But it's going to be fun. That video will be out Monday at some point, probably 8:30 in the morning, but you guys don't have to get up at 8:30 in the morning just to watch the show. You can if you want, but the only reason why I put it out that early, like I said, is for people like me. I'm up at 5:30 in the morning, so not that I'm watching my own video. That's another thing. It's harder and harder to watch my own videos. It's because I when you do all the editing and you're doing all that, you're practically watching the video anyway. But yeah, it should be up Monday. Michelle says, oh yes, get some rest this weekend, Spaceman. Mike came home ready for the 3-day weekend to rest. I hope your headache goes away. Yeah, I had a bit of a headache before I got on here. I took some ibuprofen, gone. And the fact that I'm off for the next couple days, yeah, that helped. Jess says, yes, we will, Kathy. Absolutely. Can't miss out on a good fireworks show. Steve says, long weekend. Yeah, buddy. Barry talking to Jess. Spaceman says, thanks, Michelle. Jess talking to Barry. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up, guys. I know I'm way behind here. I apologize for that. Jess says, no, I'm gone for a week. Oh, man. Have fun, bro. Jackson says, okay. Steve says, you can quote some clean ones like, I missed the bus. You missed the bus. We all missed the bus. Oh, I love that movie. Walking in with the bowling balls. Oh, Lord. You know, another good one, and I have to say this because I'm thinking about it. I don't know if you've seen it, Steve or Barry. It's kind of like Johnny Dangerously. It's called Oscar with Sylvester Stallone. He plays like an ex-crime boss, like he's trying to give up the game, trying to go straight. You know, he's trying to give up all the crime and all that stuff. Oscar, if you haven't seen it, it's the comedy's a lot like Johnny Dangerously, and it is hilarious. I mean, it's really good. Actually, I haven't been able to find that. I look every now and then on Netflix or Amazon to see if they have it on there because I want Jess to watch it. And I'm probably just going to have to order the DVD on Amazon or something. Hi, Jackson. Mac and cheeseburger is all I ever get at the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, you were saying that. I'll tell you what, it's delicious. Just gave me a bite of that thing. That pasta thing that I had was incredible. When they brought it out, I was like, oh, what did I order? And then I started eating it, and I was like, oh, my goodness. My thoughts were correct in knowing this was going to be awesome. Jackson says, who is your favorite singer? I don't know. Let me think about that for a minute. Jess says, yeah, that was good, Jason. But I don't know. Pretty pricey, I think. Well, like me and Jess were saying real quick, You can literally go there and split a couple things because the portions are huge. You just got to know what to get. Like that guy that was sitting behind us, I don't know if you've seen the video, but the guy brought out his food. It's like a Belgian waffle this big with 6 huge chicken tenders that just looked epic. Like a crown of epicness. I mean, it looked fantastic. And you could split that, maybe an appetizer or a piece of cheesecake. We could have split one piece of cheesecake. I mean, that was huge. They do it right there. I mean, it is a little pricey, but the portions are ginormous. Spaceman says Nicolas Cage last movie was when? I was thinking of this the other day. I think the last movie that I saw Nicolas Cage in was that Book of Secrets, the sequel to National Treasure. That I was thinking about this the other day. I think that is the last movie that he's played in. I may be wrong, but that was on TV the other day. I was like, man, that's like the last time he's been in a movie. Michael Keaton is old. He was funny in the other guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I completely forgot about him in that. He's the captain. Oh, we just watched that on TV the other day. Aim for the bushes. Brittany Jackson says, hi, Dan. I'm going to head all you extreme, maybe, but early next time. That's okay. I go. Can you buy then? Okay, buddy. I assume you're heading out. Yeah, well, we'll see you later, man. Jason says, oh, I agree that Cheesecake Factory is pricey. Yeah, it's definitely pricey. I think Jackson is watching on the Switch. Yeah, I think so too. Such a good kid. Man, every time I scroll down, it goes, man. Sorry if I'm running way behind here, guys. I got to throw in my 2 cents every now and then. You and Jess should try Prison Break. Man, you've told me about that one too. Yes. Jess, remember this. Prison Break. I've had a few other people tell me. Kwame was talking about Prison Break too. On Hulu, put it on the top of your list of shows to try. Yes, Prison Break. We will, because we need a new show to binge on. I love binge watching. Right? I hate binge watching when the show is failing, but when it's really good, I'll take your word for it. Just says, haha, yeah, mom he is typing but can't. Yeah. Sorry. I got the gist of it. I try to think like Jackson and think of what he's saying by the words that he's putting down. I assume that he was trying to say in a very, very nice way, bye, Dan. Barry says, the writer for Heroes originally wrote the show to have different characters and actors each season, but the network attached wanted the same actors to come back, so they had to scramble and change. Yeah, they did. I remember hearing about that. And the one they kept, throughout it all, the guy who played Spock. And his character was good, but he was kind of the one, like I was talking about, when it was ping-ponging around, where he's a good guy, he's a bad guy, he's a good guy. It's like, just kill him off. That's how I felt. Jason says, huge fan of Kiefer from 24. Yeah. Which, okay, have you seen Designated Survivor, Jason? Because the awesome thing about that is, he's a different character. But it kind of feels like Kiefer from 24, but imagine that he's kind of like retired or older, wiser, not as crazy. But Designated Survivor's great. I mean, the first 5 minutes of that show, the very beginning, it's like you're just in shock. You're like, what? And you start thinking that could happen, that's what makes a show good, is when you sit there and say to yourself, that could actually happen. Kind of, we're big fans of the Olympus Has Fallen with Gerard Butler. You guys seen that with oh, the guy who plays Two Face in the Dark Knight movie? I can't remember his name. He plays the president in Olympus Has Fallen. That's kind of what Designated Survivor. It's kind of like how it feels in a way, but it was another thing of like, this stuff could happen like in a blink of an eye, and yeah, it's a little crazy in that movie, but uh, those are the kind of, those are the kind of things we watch. It says that's why they killed off Peter and his brother in the finale of the first season, but miraculously was back in episode 1 of season 2. I know. Yeah, I was really starting to fade at that point. They were like, wait a minute, we can't get anybody. Bring him back. We'll answer your contract demands. So Spaceman Nicolas Cage is still making movies, but they go direct to DVD. He actually has or had one come out this year. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, check it out, Steve. Oscar's great. Yeah, you'll like it. If you really like Johnny Dangerously, you'll love that movie. Is Cage ever going to make National Treasure 3? I hope so. That's one they might just not want to touch. You didn't like Oscar Berry? I don't know. I thought it was hilarious. A lot of people, it's like you got your Rambo, Rocky, Stallone fan, and then it's not like your typical Stallone movie, which I understand. You got to kind of forget about. You can't think of him as Rocky or Rambo in that movie. That's for sure. Just says, man, I would love National Treasure 3. They keep hunting for a Disney Plus, but don't know if they will do it. Hinting. They should. They really should. They'd make a fortune. I would say no to National Treasure 3 with Cage. Maybe someone like Chris Pratt or someone like that. I would go with that. I feel like Cage isn't in it then if they do make it. Well, looks like you guys are on the same page. Chris Pratt would be a great choice. He's a good actor. Nicolas Cage has been doing a bunch of B movies. He's on a new movie on Hulu called Willy's Wonderland. It's like Five Nights at Freddy's type of movie, but rated R. Okay. I'll check it out. That's like the third or fourth time tonight someone's mentioned Hulu. So, and I haven't been on Hulu in months, so might have to jump back on Hulu and see what's going on. Looks like there's a lot of good stuff floating around. Cage's name has taken a hit for a few years. I don't think a major company will take a chance on him now, is what I meant by saying what I did. Yeah. I don't know. They seem to be doing that to a lot of older actors because they're trying to, I don't know. They're trying to push out new actor. I guess they're just trying to push out new people. They were saying something on the news, on the radio the other day, talking about like Leonardo DiCaprio. A lot of these guys are not casting for major roles anymore. Johnny Depp, right? Johnny Depp. Like, I don't know why. Cage's movies as of late have really been out there. Just says, yeah, I hear you, Barry. I guess I'd rather they just don't make it then, because that's his role in my mind. And, I hear Jess there. And that's, I guess, in a way, because I've kind of been thinking about this the whole time here, because I like Chris Pratt, but yeah, it's kind of his role. It's kind of how I felt when they did Indiana Jones 4 or whatever. Now they're talking about doing Indiana Jones 5. It's like, yeah, okay, Indiana Jones was in it. He's not really the one that's doing everything. But yeah, in my eyes, it's like, if you're not going to have Harrison Ford doing his Indiana Jones stuff, I'd probably rather just not see it. Or, I mean, I probably still would see it, but that Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was a terrible movie. I don't even know why they did it. I know why they did it. It was a money grab, right? It was so poorly written. And then they have scenes of, Indiana Jones interacting with people from Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom. It was just it was kind of like the Rise of Skywalker type deal, right? It's like we're just gonna, nobody liked The Last Jedi, so we're just gonna do a course correction. Snoke wasn't a thing. We're gonna have it as a clone thing for the Emperor. We're gonna bring everything back, and we're just gonna throw every little bit of fan art that we can just to get people back into Star Wars. I don't think Disney realized that they didn't have to do any of that, but I don't know. I think it's a matter of the actor choosing to work regularly versus picking and choosing their movies. A lot of it has to do with contracts too these days, because Disney, I will say this, and I know this for a fact, Disney is really strict with their kind of contracts with actors and actresses and stuff. A lot of like, they'll have something in a clause sometimes where, well, you can't do this kind of movie for the next 5 years, right? That could have played a part in why Nicolas Cage wasn't in any real movies for the next few years after Book of Secrets, because Disney wants that image of that person for their movie. Now they'll pay him an insane amount of money, right? He got rich, but you can't do these kind of movies, which I'm sure there's pages and pages, right? You can't do these kind of movies for a set amount of years so that we keep the image of you on this, on Disney. I like Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill did Luke Skywalker. I know Mark Hamill for 2 things: Luke Skywalker and the animated Joker from Batman. And you better believe those were in those contracts. Like, you can't play this type of actor for the next decade, but we're going to pay you $1 billion, so you've made it. Steve says, I'm with Jessica. I don't like when they remake a movie with a different actor or actress replacing a character. It's rare that I do. There are some that I liked. Not many, though. I'm not a big Stallone fan. Liked him in First Blood, Rocky 1 and 2, Demolition Man, Get Carter, and Rambo. All my favorite Stallone movies. Get Carter was good. I like that one. Yeah, you gotta like Rambo. I liked him in I liked all 3 Rambo movies. The first, I think those go in order for me. Now, not the newer ones. Those were ridiculous. But Rambo, First Blood, Part 1 and Part 2, those were great. Exactly, Steve. You get invested with a certain person, and then when a new person takes over, you're like, no. Jason said, I think it's a matter of the actor choosing to work regularly versus picking and choosing their movies. That, unfortunately, that's more the way it is today. No doubt. Yeah. I mean, before it was like, if you were a named actor in Hollywood, you would go up and they would be like, oh, we got Steven Seagal to play this martial artist. Now it's like, I don't know. I won't go into it. Bad words. Jason says, "Oh, went to a theater last week to see Quiet Place. No spoilers, but it was a quality sequel." I've heard that, Jason. Yeah, me and Jess need to go see it. I was very pleasantly surprised with the first movie. I really liked it. I thought I was going to hate it. I was like, every time, like, you're about a movie like that where they don't talk really, and I'm sitting there with my popcorn. What are you looking at? The not so quiet place. It was great. I thought it was awesome. I can't wait to see the sequel. I'd like to see it at the theater too. Something to be said. Like I was saying, I don't know if it's one of my videos or last week. Something to be said about the movie theater experience. Plus, they need our help. Y'all like going to see a movie. Go to your local movie theater and go see a movie you want to see. Let's support our local movie theaters because they have of all places they have taken a hit. They've taken a huge hit. We did a video a few months ago. My family rented out one of the theaters down the road here. We rented out the entire theater. It was an older movie. We could have saw a newer movie for a little bit more money, but we saw an older movie. It was $100. $100 to rent out the entire theater. Now I think they're all back open now and things are getting back, but yeah, we're definitely gonna start going back to the theater because once I'll probably see Black Widow at the theater. Bear says, if you remember, they were trying to pass on the Indiana Jones movies to Shia LaBeouf. Oh boy, yeah, we saw how far that went, didn't we? Boy, I'm glad that didn't happen. I would have thrown my no. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. That's what I don't get. Like, we're talking about actors and how big time Hollywood actors like Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio, just ones I've talked about that are having trouble getting in big blockbuster movies these days. You put somebody like that guy, it's like, well, why is this guy getting work? He stinks, right? I don't want to be mean, but he's no good. He is maybe not no good, but he is easily replaceable, in my eyes. Like, you could find somebody off the street that can act better than that, I hope you don't care for his acting because I really don't. He's not I got no words. Yeah, that would have been catastrophic. Oh, I really want to see that, Jason. Keep forgetting about it. I know. I didn't even know it was at the theater. I knew it was coming out. We were gonna go see it. I was like, Jess, let's go see The Quiet Place and at the theater. And she said it's not out yet. And I only feel it must have just came out like a couple weeks ago. Jess says very good. Rambo 1 and 2 and 4 were good. 3 and 5 were trash. Yeah, really, I don't know. The only thing I really liked in 4 was the end. Right? Is that the one where he's in the Jeep and he's just shooting that 50 caliber for like 10 minutes? It's like he's just mowing people down. Mowing people. Like, it's like, okay, we have a huge budget here that we haven't used in this movie yet. What can we do? We're just, but Sylvester Stallone can't move around like he used to. So we're just going to put him on this big, huge tank with a 50 caliber. And we're just going to put all our editing and everything into all these people getting blown to pieces. It was just crazy. Probably one of the goriest moments ever in movie history. Try what, and when you can tell they're getting really good at this stuff is when you play it through slow motion. Like, before, you would see like a pellet or something blow, and then like you'd see blood out here or something, and then you'd see them move, like, because they're actors, but you would see like way off. Put that in slow mo. I actually watched some of that in slow motion just to see how good technology's gotten. It's like, you literally, it looks like holes being blown through them and everything. I don't want to get too graphic, but I mean, it's crazy how good the graphics were for that. But when you watch it, just regularly, it's so fast, it's crazy. There's like thousands of people that die in like 30 seconds. Quiet Place 2 is definitely a theater experience. Yeah. Did we see the first one in the theater? I was sitting here thinking, I don't know if we did or not. I don't think we did. I do remember eating popcorn. I don't know if it was you that was upset with me or everybody at the theater. I think you have to see it in theater. They didn't release it on streaming. Oh, okay. That's going to be less and less. As far as movies that have been sitting, they want to make as much money as possible. That's why Black Widow's coming out. They're really pushing the theater, and then they have in little tiny print available on Disney Plus Premium. So I don't know. I may go to the theater just to see that one, watch it on the big screen. Most Marvel movies, it's the first Marvel movie that'll be out since Avengers Endgame. So I think, am I wrong there? I think it's the first actual Marvel movie. Barry says, I will be going to see Dune at the theater for sure in October, even though it will be on HBO Max. I hope they don't mess it up, Barry. I hope they don't. I saw a preview for it. It looks good. I am a huge fan of the original Dune, which I'm sure you are too. I hope it's good. I hope they did a good job on it. I'll probably be going to see it too. Let me know if you're up this way. We'll go together. Hey, Nick. How are you, man? Thanks for joining. Yo, what up, Dan? Hope you're having a great week. Hope you have a great weekend. Happy 4th of July. Boom, boom weekend. Jason says, Jess, you're right. There is a message from the director at the beginning of the movie where he says he opted not to do streaming because he wants people back in the theater. Sure. I mean, we have it all, right? We got the 60-inch TV. We've got the theater sound. We've got everything. It's pretty much like watching a theater. However, like I said, there's something about going to the movie theater that, and maybe people younger than us, they may feel differently, and that's fine, and I hope they push it out to where people can watch everything. You pay a premium because they got to make their money, right? I know it's going to be $30 on Disney Plus for Black Widow, and it's only like $8 or $9 at the theater. So we'll save $10. I don't care to keep it. It'll be on Disney Plus eventually for free. So I'm pretty much done buying movies. Me and Jess bought movies for the longest period of time. The only movie that I'm going to buy when they come out with it is the Justice League, the Zack Snyder edition, when they have the full screen. Like they were pushing it with the 4:3, picture. But I wanted the widescreen, the full screen. And that'll probably be another $30. Just says, that's awesome, Jason. I'm glad he did it. I've just gotten so used to watching stuff at home now. It's good that we can get back out. Plus, they got their reclining chairs. Oh, so comfortable. No, we rented the first one. We rented it? Man, it must have been a long time ago. Or did we rent it online? Or was that a family video? I don't know. Either way, we're seeing the second one at the theater. Have you ever watched IP Man? No, I haven't. Or, I don't know. I can't remember. IP Man. I don't think so. Josie Furnish. Shout while you're a little late. Oh, hey, Josie. How are you? Hey, thanks for joining. Shout out. You having fun? Hey, you were going to the beach, right? I remember you commented on one of our videos. You were going to the beach. Well, I hope you guys have fun. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Thanks for joining the live show. Nick says, if you like guys like Dune, check out Tarowski's Dune. It is a documentary on the original concept of the Dune movie. The version was never made. Excellent documentary for true nerds like myself. Jodorowsky's Dune. I don't have a. I'm gonna write that down because somebody else mentioned that. Jodorowsky's Dune. I'm gonna check that out, Nick. Yeah, that sounds cool. Thank you for that information. I love Dune. As a matter of fact, I might watch it after I get off the live show. It's been so long since I've seen it. Great movie. Barry's watched it. You have to check it out. Is it do you know if it's on is it on Netflix or Amazon Prime, any streaming? I'll check it out. It sounds cool. Jason said, haven't bought a physical DVD or Blu-ray in forever. Once in a blue moon, we will buy a digital movie or video. We're pretty much the same, man. Just this red box. All for Quiet Place. Yeah, that probably did. Was that the time, Jess, when we rented one? That might have been the last time we actually rented from Redbox. Because what didn't we rent the Blu-ray or something? And there was something wrong with it. And then we went back and got the DVD, and then you got that credit for a free Redbox movie or something. Am I right? I know that happened to us one time. I don't know if it was that movie or not. Josie's doing good. Thanks. That's awesome. Said yes. Thank you so much, love, for your videos. Keep up the great work. Hey, we really appreciate it. We appreciate you watching all the videos. We're glad you like it. Are you guys heading out on vacation? I know. I can't wait to get back to the beach. I need some beach therapy. Nick says, Barry Cooper, I couldn't watch Dune again. I bought it on Google. That version of Dune would have killed it for sure. I mean, I would have probably watched it to see that interpretation, but man, that dude was far out there. Oh, you bought it on Google. Okay. Yeah, I can find it on here. Jodorowsky version. Josie says, I'm sorry, but I gotta go. So yeah, we're going right in the morning. That's awesome. Yeah, have a great time. Be safe. Have fun. And yeah, for all you guys who are just joining, or if you're still here, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. All the likes on the channel really help push out our content further on YouTube. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe down below. That really helps out our channel a lot. We're trying to grow to 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to get there before we go to Disney World. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm really trying to push it out there, but I'd really like to be able to do the YouTube live stuff, which would be a lot easier doing it from their app than doing it from StreamYard. It seemed okay when we did our live up at Kings Island, but it's a little choppy. You know, I'd really like. Unfortunately, you have to have 1,000 subscribers to do the mobile. So we'll see. If not, don't worry. I'm still going to do the live down at Disney World. It's going to be on StreamYard. Hoping that I should be on my unlimited plan here by next month. So in case they don't, Disney has terrible Wi-Fi. I mean, it's absolutely terrible. Like if you log on to it, you just better have a good data plan because you're not gonna, I definitely won't be able to do live on their Wi-Fi. Maybe from our hotel room, but that's not at Disney anyway. Jason says, Josie, what beach? Ocean City, Maryland. Well, that sounds cool. Should be able to get some cheap seafood up there. I love me some crab legs and lobster. Hey, Scott. How are you, man? Glad to have you on. Do anything for the 4th? Blow up some fireworks? Jason says, okay, cool. Nick says, hi, Scott. Bear says, Nick, I have been delving into the Dune lore, and it stuck me. So expansive. Game of Thrones, epic space movie. I mean, even the reason why there are no AI computers is really cool to me. Absolutely. Josie says, LOL, yes. Nick says, heck yeah, Barry. I don't know what else is coming out this summer. There's some other big blockbuster coming out, I think in August. Um, there's one they've put off since the beginning of the pandemic, and I don't know if they've done anything with it. I know Quiet Place was one of those. Uh, there was another one, some big blockbuster. Scott says, we had some crazy weather here in Dayton. I seen you got bad weather also. Yeah, man. Probably the same storm. We're right down the road from you. That was crazy. Yeah, and in the video, honestly, it didn't look near as bad in the video as it was here. I mean, the rain was sideways. It was crazy, like hurricane winds. Josie said, before I go, I just wanted to say I'm only 11. Well, thanks for joining the show. We really appreciate it. It is a family friendly channel. We really appreciate everybody watching. Um, we do everything. Disney's a big one. Gatlinburg, the Smoky Mountains, that's another big one. We can't wait to get back down there. We hope, I don't want to say, oh, we're going, but we hope to have an extended weekend down there here soon. I did kind of want to touch on some of the stuff going on in Gatlinburg. I may save that for like an update video or something. I've been seeing a lot of videos and photos of some of my friends who are down there right now. Man, it is just packed. I mean, so packed. I've never, and I understand. Yeah, I knew once all the virus stuff ended and everything that it was gonna get this way because everybody's gonna want to go on vacation. But I was seeing pictures from my buddy in Anakeesta, and it's like, I mean, it looked like people lining up for the fireworks show at Magic Kingdom. I mean, they're like shoulder to shoulder. He did tell me that they ate at that Cliff Top restaurant in Anakeesta, and he said it was really good. He said it's pricey, but he said it's fantastic. He said next time we go there, he wants us to do a review on it. And the restaurant itself looks awesome. Everything up there is awesome. Now, obviously, the last time we went, the winds were so high that we couldn't do the treetops, couldn't go to the observation tower. The rail runner, the roller coaster, alpine coaster thing was closed. It's rail runner coaster. The zip line was closed. We couldn't do anything. And we did get our money back. We didn't get our money back, but we got a free ticket to go up there. So basically, like getting our money back as long as we go within a year. So we're hoping to get back up to Anakeesta, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Everything good. Everything is good up there. The little ice cream shop is delicious. I forget the name of it, but it's the main little ice cream shop next to there's like a bar, like a micro brewery bar kind of deal. Like it's all little micro brews. A lot of it that they probably brew down there in the Smoky Mountains. See you, Josie. Have a fun vacation. Thanks for joining us. Oh, looks like I missed something. Danno, you really need to go into depth with the lore to really appreciate Frank Herbert's version that can be explained as epic. Yeah, man. I know my dad was a huge Dune fan, and he got Frank Herbert. There's some. I'm gonna have to talk to him. There's like some books that he has that are. I forget the name of the series, but it's kind of like that. I know he read a lot of the. I keep wanting to say Dungeons and Dragons. Obviously, that isn't it. It's something like that though. I remember I read one of the books. It's called The Seven Seals. The Seven Seals of this some wizard. It's been so long I can't remember. I'll have to think about that. Great book though, and I think that was it had something to do with Dune. Like it was like a branch off. She says, "Gonna hop off. I'm gonna take a hot shower and probably edit some more. I have editing ad. I have like 4 videos left to edit. Zoo, Blue Spring, Campfire, and Waterfall. Man, sounds like you're gonna be busy, buddy. I love that zoo, Jacksonville Zoo. Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, Jason does have a YouTube channel. Check it out. They do all kinds of cool stuff. Gonna revisit the new Crystal Lake. Scott says, Danno, have you ever been to Air Force Museum? Oh, right, Pat? Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Actually, I was wanting to see the next time they're going to do an air show up there. I know they probably haven't had them lately, but I'd like to go maybe film some of the air show. I actually have a friend who is a photographer. Well, he used to be. But he can still go up there and do whatever. He has a different job now in photography and all that. But he was a photographer for Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. He would film a lot of the different equipment and stuff that they use, and they, show like what they're doing and a lot of stuff that he's probably not allowed to talk about inside the actual Air Force Base. They did stuff they don't want getting out, obviously. Jason says, hope everyone has a great weekend. Weather isn't looking great in South Georgia. When's that storm supposed to hit? I mean, that ain't going to be for a while, is it? Jess says, bye, Jason. Happy 4th of July. Yeah, man. Have a happy 4th. Be safe. Get your videos done, man. We love watching you. And Reaper. You need to get Reaper on the live show, man. He's funny. I don't know if you're here still, Jason, but I subscribe to him. I haven't seen him do anything lately. I don't know if he's if he just hasn't done anything or if he has a different channel. Jason says, thank you, Jess, and you guys as well. Absolutely. Next thing, I love them. Mythical Eastern fighting scenes and all. Big Trouble in Little China was where I first got a sample of it and delved in from there. John Carpenter is a huge fan of that film style. I love Big Trouble in Little China. That was a great movie. That's where I thought maybe they got Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Remember the game Mortal Kombat, Raiden? Because in Big Trouble in Little China, you got the guy who's got the hat on. His eyes are like electric and stuff. And then like a few years later, Mortal Kombat, the arcade game, comes out, and there's a guy who looks just like him, shoots electricity. Scott says, air show is on. It's next week. Okay. I'll have to check that out. I love the air shows. Those are awesome. He says, yes, sir. All good stuff. Y'all have to work tomorrow, but double time. Yay. Make that money, buddy. Have a great weekend. Have a happy 4th of July. Dan, Raiden inspiration goes way back in Kung Fu. Like legit Kung Fu lore. That's awesome, man. One of my favorite games of all time. My mom hated every minute of it. Why do they gotta come up with these games where you cut people's heads off? Oh, I used to love that. Yeah, it seems like you know your history with this stuff, though, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't really know too much about Raiden. I have a friend who was really big in kung fu. Those lightning effects from Big Trouble in Little China was ahead of its time for sure. Still looks good today. Absolutely. Absolutely. I thought that back then. I was like, man, how that, and some movies, like, it's funny, like some things unlocked for others, like stuff like that prove that, you know what, maybe we can put dinosaurs on film and CGI that in there and we'll call it Jurassic Park, or we'll put, well, we did Terminator where we had to build a lot of dolls. Speaking of John Carpenter, or wait, no, that was James Cameron. Never mind. But then you go to Terminator 2 and we'll make a Terminator turn into this liquid metal and CGI. It's like one thing after another. It's like Star Wars led to Superman. Superman led to Big Trouble in Little China. Like just the types of graphics of flying and stuff like that. It's like everybody learns from another. Like even today, it's like Disney didn't just buy out George Lucas. They bought out THX, the lighting, the Lucasfilm, all that stuff, all the technology and stuff that has followed with George Lucas all these years. I just hope that I see things with the Marvel movies. Like I see things changing and becoming on a bigger and grander scale. Obviously, I mean, technology is not going to get worse when it comes to CGI and stuff like that. It's only going to get better. That's one of the biggest differences that I noticed with, and I know I bring it up a lot, but you guys know I'm a DC fan, and Zack Snyder's Justice League movie. It was like the one thing I noticed was from the junk that Joss Whedon threw together. And I don't like to hate on the guy too much because he's the one who did Avengers. And Avengers was awesome. Avengers, Age of Ultron, that one was really good. He did both those movies. So I don't want to hate on him too much. I do feel like he kind of destroyed Justice League. But, they were able to the graphics though from when he took over, it was like bar none. I mean, it was, it was just so much better. Nick says, watch some of those kung fu flicks with Kwame. Oh yeah. Oh, that Nick. Okay. Yeah, how you been, man? I'm glad you jumped on. I saw the C there and I was like, I wonder. I wasn't sure. I don't like to just assume, Oh yeah, you guys did. Absolutely. You, Samson, and Kwame. You guys doing anything for the weekend? Blow up some fireworks with the kids? At least have. Did you ever play Killer Instinct at the arcade? It was like Mortal Kombat. Of course. And arguably a better game. The graphics were a lot better in Killer Instinct than the original Mortal Kombat. I loved Killer Instinct. I thought it was great. I remember I had that. I remember when it came out on Super Nintendo, I was waiting in line, and I think it was called Video Game Exchange because there was no GameStop. But I was waiting in line. There was like 5 other people, and the GameStop or Video Game Exchange, they didn't have it. Like we waited till they opened, and they said, "Oh, we're sorry." Like, and they didn't have pre-order. We just knew it was coming out, so everybody was waiting in line to get it. And then they didn't have it, and everybody was upset. And at the time, there was Media Play. I don't know if any of you guys remember Media Play. Nick, you probably do. And like everybody heads up to Media Play, and they just had a wall of Killer Instinct games. I was like, yes. Ray says, did Disney buy out Industrial Light and Magic? Yes. Yes, they did. The big dollars. They didn't just buy them out. They bought out their uh the company, like the guys who were involved. Um a lot of that stuff was kind of mixed wrong, I think, with Kathleen Kennedy. Everybody blames Star Wars on Kathleen